Shalom, shalom. Let brothers get in here. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let brothers get in here. Whoever in might have to let brothers know individually. So it don't pop up. All right. Might have to let brothers know if whoever in here might have to let brothers know. Do it individually so it don't pop up. Go ahead and get started. Give brothers a few more seconds. All right, Khan. So start this off by saying all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahakadash Rakah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the brothers teaching the truth across the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to due to the breaking of the covenant, which is basically a deal made by our forefathers with the Most High, you know, who people ignorantly call God, right? The Most High God, you know, he has a name, but nevertheless, Shalom. And to the rest of you believers out there, you women and children and friends of the prophets of the Israelite nation, which consisted you so-called blacks, aka Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. To you, I say peace and blessings as well. To the faithful elect, those out there hopeful elect, those out there proving their faith by their works, man. And like the elders say, in these times it's definitely due, man. You know. But so we back, 10th episode of I Will Stand Upon My Watch. And in this episode, we're going to be going into internment camps, detention centers, death camps, FEMA camps, whatever you want to call them, because they're going to be named a bunch of different things, man. And, you know, just on the watch, critical things. As we know, this council is truly news, right, from the oracles to give guidance on how one should move according to the information that's given so you can be properly positioned for a great outcome, you know, when these prophecies unfold, man. And that's what the watch is about, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and not waste no more time. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Start this off like usual. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run, that he may run that readeth it. Okay? Now, as far as I said, we're back for the 10th episode, and we're going to be covering these detention centers, these internment camps. This is all prophecy, man. And in the last segment, we're going to be going over denouncing or strange salvation. Denying, do you deny, or do you have, you know, you obtain that strange salvation talked about? Now, since that's said, let me go ahead and go into these articles. Well, you know what? Let me start with this first, because you got to know what you signed up for before we even go into this. And we just want to show you the scriptures, you know, by the Spirit. So this doesn't even get misconstrued. Like, no, this was talked about beforehand, you know. So this, we're going to go into, let me see, Luke 14. Luke 14, and we're going to start at verse, I believe it's 27. Yeah. It says, Luke 14 and 27, and whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So this is going to be a good episode, man. So you want to go ahead and settle in, and hey, man, this is critical. This is critical information to be ahead on, you know. So the Lord said, whosoever beareth his cross, whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after him, it says, whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. You see that? So pretty much it's burdens that come with being in his truth, or being joined in Yahweh Shai, right? So are you able to bear it, man? You know, verse 28, for which of you intended to build a tower, right? You trying to come up, you see? For which of you intending to build a tower, sit it not down first and counted the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. You see that? Do you have what it takes to continue on in this lesson, man? And this watch? Because it's some crazy thing. It's some gruesome things that's gonna take place, man. To a lot of Israelites, women, children, men first and foremost, men, women, and children, man. The Lord is not a respecter of persons, man. Let me get that real quick. Romans 2 and 11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. See that? So it's just that simple. All right. Now, any more further ado, let me go ahead and get what comes with this, as the Lord foretold us. right? So this is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. You see, what is suffering? You see, to be affected or have been affected, to feel, have a sensible experience, to undergo in a good sense, to be well off in a bad sense, to suffer sadly. You see, it says, yeah, man, it's usually painful. So it says to experience a sensation, impression, and sensation or impression, usually painful. Feel passion, suffer, vex. Okay, so that's what happens with being in this truth, man. This is Acts 14 and 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples. See, once you come unto the Lord, you're his student. You're learning the way, right? As he told us, he's the way. You're learning the way. But it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. So don't let this shake you up, man. Why? Because Yahushua, he continued. He finished. You got to finish. You got to finish, man. You know? I want to get a quick side scripture real quick, per usual, of the Spirit. We're going to get St. John 14. Let me go ahead and finish this. Confirming the souls and the disciples and exhorting them, right? Because this is going to be an exhorting session as well, too, man, to strengthen you. This is exhorting right now. It says, exhorting you right now, right? And exhorting them to continue in the faith. So we're not exhorting anybody that's not in the truth, because it's not even, they had pretty much, it's like they have no hope, you know. But what else coming into this, you have a hope of that strange salvation talked about, but we'll say that for the last segment as scheduled by the Spirit. But confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shah. Khan, whoever in here, please let the brother know. You know, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shah. I'm gonna go ahead. Salaki. You know? So I want to get something real quick. Then we're going to go into these articles. This is St. John 14. And I'm going to start at 1. This is pretty good. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in the Heavenly Father. Believe also in me. You see? Because Yahweh Shai, he laid that out to where that message got passed forth. If we're the disciples, who's the teacher? Yahweh Shai, right? Because he's the way. He knows the way. He said we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's how he was on. That was the only way he was getting beamed up. You see that? By getting on that cross. But anyway, this is going to the point. John 14 and 4, St. John 14 and 4. And whither I go, ye know, and the way ye know. Verse 6, Yahushua saith unto him, I am the way. Right? I'm going to start at 5. It says, Thomas saith unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Yahushua said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So Yahushua, the way he do things, his understanding, what he says goes, because that's what works, man. That's the only way it's going to go down, man. All right? Now, we're going to go ahead and go into these articles real quick. We'll go back and get this word. Tribulation. Tribulation, a pressing together. Pressure. You see? Pressure is going to come. You know? Straight up pressure. Pressure. Strong's definition. It says afflicted, anguish, burden, persecution. You see? Trouble. What is that trouble? Jacob's trouble, man. Matter of fact, so I say that real quick. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Remember, the scriptures say that. Romans 9 and 6. Not as though the word of God, Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua, have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. You see, so it's only about the remnant, man. You know, the elect. You know, so really this is a part of our process, these internment camps and etc. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to the point. I'm going to get this and then we're going to go into it. Matthew 10, just to show the Lord's work, because it's about the Lord said it first, and then you get the proof, man. You see, we deal with the scriptures. It says Matthew 10 and 22, and I'm going to start at I'm going to start at 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. We're going to come back to this. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, man. You see that? Look, and you shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. This is how it go down. Ain't this what Yahushua went through? You see? Now we're going to go ahead, get this word real quick, and we're going to go into it. Because America's full of shit. I'm just going to say it straight. So a scourge, a whip, used as an instrument. Shalom, Mark, shalom. A whip used as an instrument of punishment. You see that? A person or thing that causes great trouble. You see that? Or suffering. So the so-called white man is going to bring that trouble, man. Because that's what the Lord set him up to do according to the scriptures. Psalms 17, and we're going to start at 13, man. This is what he's set up to do. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You see, deliver. What does it mean to deliver? It says to escape, save, deliver, slip away. And we're going to come back to that, though, Lord willing. It says, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, you see, which have their portion in this life. You see, their so this is non-Israelites, because it tell you right here, and I know I said we're going to go into it, but it's about the spirit root right now. It says, or always, Jeremiah 10 and 16, the portion of Jacob, you see, it's not like them. So everybody got their own portions according to the scriptures. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. So Israel's portions is the most high, because he's the former of all things. it says the Lord of hosts is his name. You see, so it's literally telling you it's Yahweh. Now going back to this, it says Psalms 17 and 14, from men which are thy hand, O Lord Yahweh, right? Bashmi Hawashah at this point, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. Now, we're going to go ahead and go into this. Let's start with, y'all want the hard shit first, or you want the, the lighter one? I'll let brothers pick. I'm just trying to do it by the spirit. Tough one or the light one? All right, Kyle. That's that hard hip hop beats. See this? So I was sitting on this for a minute. It came out July 8th, but I don't know. I just never brought it out by the spirit, But now's the time. It says underworld prison. This is from the New York Post. With torture chambers discovered in Dutch town. You see that? I'm gonna let the video play out. I'm gonna actually play the video. But since it's playing, I'll let it be seen right now. You see underworld prison with torture chambers discovered in Dutch town. What is a Dutch town? That's an Edomite town, man. Who are the Edomites? The Lord, the wicked. Who are the wicked? The Lord's sword. See this? Look, it got an eagle on it. So they've been preparing, man. Look, Dutch police said they discovered a twisted underworld prison with soundproof torture chambers to stifle prisoners' screams. You see? Now we're gonna go ahead and go back real quick. Get this word. Scourge. Salaki, and stay doing this. I don't know why. I think it was scourge. Alright, now when you go back into that word scourge, right, it says a whip used as an instrument of punishment, right? So in that place, they got all types of different devices of punishment, you see, to give out lashes. But it says a person or a thing that, a person or a thing that causes great trouble. Who owns that? You see, and what's the synonym for scourge? It says torture. Where did I get this word scourge from? Well, from the scriptures. This is Psalms, Matthew 10 and 20. It's like it 10 and 17. But beware of men. You see, of who? Men who are the Most High's hands. For they will deliver you up to the councils. For they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you. You see what is scourge going to again? It says a person or thing that causes great trouble or suffering. That's remind me of the movie with Samuel L. Jackson, Unthinkable. He was a scourge. He was used to scourge, because a scourge means a person or thing that causes great trouble. We just read about how Jacob got to have great trouble. You see? Look, menace, plague, misfortune. It's a misfortunate thing to end up in one of these places, man. This said to be a damn underworld, and then look, torture. Torture is a part of that. So he said they will scourge you. So torture, they're gonna use a man to do it. A man, they tried to show it to you through the cloak this Jake dude. Man, that's bull. Esau's that dude, man. That ain't Jake. That's Esau. Cut off dude thumbs threatened to kill the kids, killed this woman. That's how it's gonna go down, man. You know, and I'm gonna try to make this thing, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, as filling as possible, but by the Spirit, Lord willing, He does. But you know what I'm saying, that's pretty much it, man. You know, Esau's gonna be that scourge. Esau's gonna bring that punishment. Esau's gonna bring that torture. Cause who owns this dang thing, man? They talking about Dutch police discovered it. And then we're gonna look up Dutch real quick too, Lord willing. So underworld prison with torture chambers. That's a scourge. You see? Real quick scripture, real quick. Yahushua said all this, man. Who is this for? Who is the underworld prison with torture chambers for? In a Dutch town. Let's look up Dutch town real quick. So that torture goes back into scourge. Remember, scourge had torture as a synonym. So he said, beware of men. You got to be out here watching these men, watching these Edomites, because they want to deliver you up, man. They're going to get the spirit on them to deliver people up. So you got Dutch towns. See this by the spirit. You got Dutch towns. You would think it was just overseas, but you got Dutch towns, so-called Dutch town. That could be here. You know what I'm saying? But we know they're gonna be here. Look, Dutch town, Colorado, a ghost town. Look, a ghost town listed on the NRHP. Let's get that real quick. The NRHP. What is that? The NRHP is the National Register of Historic Places. The National Register of Historic Places is in the United States. It's like it. The National Register of Historic Places is the United States. Federal government's official list of districts. So let's keep going. Sites, buildings, structures, and objects deemed worthy of preservation for their historical significance. So they can have a lot of these. Dang, I was supposed to pull up. Damn, man. I was supposed to pull up because I got pretty much. I might come back and do a lesson on it. But I got an article showing you where all the FEMA camps are located in America. I'm gonna try to see if I can Bluetooth it real quick so we can look at it. This is real. Hey, man, this is not a game. It says so they can have a lot of these FEMA camps or death centers or underworld torture prisons, whatever you want to call them, man, in these places, because the NRHP, as it says, is something the government deals with. It's places where they have certain buildings and structures and objects they deem worthy of preservation for their historical significance. Let's get that word significant. Because obviously if it's historical, it has a past. Look, the quality of being worthy of attention, importance. You see, the meaning to be found in words or events. So they can probably bring some of those places on the NHRP could play a role in where they bring a lot of the prisoners to from the COVID, from people that deny the chip, from men of the Lord, from you awakening Israelites, man. You see, you got Dutchtown, Louisiana, Dutchtown, Missouri, Dutchtown, Atlanta, all these, you got Dutch towns everywhere. Dutchtown, West Virginia, so that's spiritual. Because more than likely, this place is probably overseas, but you never know. But the Lord wants us to know this is coming right to it. He said they're going to deliver you up, man. It's not men of the Lord. It's not America, the daughter of Babylon. It's not the biggest concentration of the Israelites in America. Come on, man. Is this not the place influencing everywhere else? Is this not the place working with everywhere else for their things they can offer that America, the so-called, ran by the so-called white man, right? The top Edomite, all the Jews are here, most of the Jews. I mean, you got the elite bankers in Europe as well that are fake Jews, like the Rothschilds, but you got a lot of them here. The 1%, tons of Jews are in New York. That's Wall Street, man. What do you think these people invest in, man? Themselves. And the furthering of themselves. However they got to do it. Remember that it say the heart is deceitful above all things, desperately wicked. So they probably think just by getting rid of you, they won't have to succumb to going into slavery, because a lot of these elites, these Edomites, these 1% elite bankers, they're responsible for the funding of all these places, man. And they know the scriptures, man. Did a lesson called The Promise, man. The elite bankers behind all that. So it's probably going to tell us in the article, so we're going to go ahead and go back. Go ahead and read some of this article real quick. So underworld news, underworld prison with torture chambers discovered in Dutch town. It's by a person named Jackie Salo or Salo. It says Dutch police say they discovered a twisted underworld prison with soundproof torture chambers to stifle prisoners. What does the word stifle mean? Because I don't want to keep jumping back and forth. So I got the American Heritage Dictionary in my hand. I'm going to get that word stifle real quick, so we could just be on point with everything that's being said. So stifle, when you go into that word stifle, Salaki, bear with me. Might have overlooked it. Stifle. Okay, here we go. Stifle. To extinguish or cut off. You see, what are they trying to extinguish? Oh my goodness. Whoo, man. Didn't the Lord say his word fire, man? There you go. Restrain. Pull that back up. Con. Stifle. Restrain a reaction or stop oneself. Acting on motion. So you got the stifle right here as well. It says stiff-necked. I'm going to get stiff-necked. The stiff-necked is right above it. That's interesting. Matter of fact, give me a second. I believe that's Jeremiah. Let's try 20 and 11. Might be 20. All right, wait me 1 second. (23 and 29). Jeremiah 23 and 29. It's not my word like as fire. You see, it's not my word like as fire, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemiah Shah, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. So the Lord's word is like fire, man. And we're going to get one more scripture to back that up real quick. This is Jeremiah 20:9. Then I said, I will not make mention. Hey, this tough right here. This is it. This Jeremiah, man, this is Jeremiah 20:8. For since I spake, for since I spake, I cried out. I cried. What does it mean to cry? Right? You read the Lord, the words of the Lord, man. When you tell people what the truth is, man. You see? Korah, to call, look, call out, recite, read, proclaim. We say in the beginning of the videos, we proclaim ourselves to be the what? The children of Israel, the biblical Israelites. It says, he said, for since I cried out. So he doing the same thing we doing, man. It says, he said, I cried violence and spoil because the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh at this point was made a reproach unto me. Like he cried these things. And then he went on and said, because the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh was made a reproach unto me and a derision daily. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. You see? So that's when you ain't have you been tested, man? Have you been tested? Have you been tested with the word? That's what comes up against you, adversaries. You got men that want to put you out, man. That want to extinguish you. But let me go ahead and finish reading it. It says, but his word was in my heart, mine heart, as a burning fire. Shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. You see, look, for I heard the defaming of many. What is defaming, man? It says whispering, evil report, unfavorable saying, slander, infamy. You know? Then I said I will not make mention of him, man. His words like, so anyway, when you go back to this, jump back up real quick. So this is, when you go back into that word stifle, it says, stifle. It means to extinguish or cut off. What do you extinguish? What is an extinguisher used for? For a fire, man. So they want to try to put you out. They want to try to make you denounce Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They want to try to denounce the brotherhood, your Israel, your heritage, all of this. It says Dutch police said they discovered a twisted underworld prison with soundproof torture chambers to stifle prisoners. So who was the prisoners? This is Revelation 3:10. Salaki 2:10. See if I can get it. Revelation 3:10. And it reads. Nope, that ain't what I want. I want 2:10. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. You see that? Behold, the devil shall cast some of you. Look, who? The devil. The so-called white man. The devil shall cast some of you into prison. You see? Dutch police said they discovered a twisted underworld prison with soundproof torture chambers to stifle prisoners. So who would be prisoners, man? He just told you. If you go in prison, what does that make you? Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So if you're in prison, you're a prisoner now. You see? And it's spiritual because Yahweh Shah said this. This is what's known if you're in this truth. Zechariah 9:12. Turn ye to the stronghold. You see, ye prisoners of hope. We're prisoners. We are prisoners. Even to the day do I declare that, even to the day do I declare that I will render double unto thee. You see? So we're prisoners of hope, man. And then I want to get one more. This is Matthew 11 and 26, 28, 29. Take my yoke upon you. What is a yoke? A yoke that is put on draught cattle. It says, as Slaki, metaphorically used of any burden. See, that's that bearing your cross, man. You have to bear your cross because you're a prisoner of hope, man. When you believe in Yahushua, you become a prisoner to him, right? You have to do what he's saying. Do it how you have to go through what you want because you're dealing with him, man. You're dealing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You're trying to get the Father back. So you got to deal with Yahushua. It says, use of any burden or bondage as that of slavery. You see? So it's a chain, man. So that's why he said, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. You see? For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So that translates very well to this. For fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, Revelation 2 and 10, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. See? He's going to go. You can't have a false balance with the Lord. Man, it's heavy, man. This is Proverbs 11 and 1. And it reads, a false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. I got something else. This is Job 3, I believe it's 11. No, I ain't it yet. Matter of fact, it's 2 and 10. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 9. It says, then said his wife unto him, because Job was going through, he was catching hell, man. He was bearing that. Job was a representation of the man of the Lord bearing the cross, man. Right? It says, then being a prisoner of hope as well. It says, then said Salaki, then said his wife, Job 2 and 9, then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thy integrity? Curse the Most High and die. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Heavenly Father? And shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. So Job kept his integrity, man. He did not fold, which is the last segment, man. You see, but see, it's balanced with this, man. The Lord, he said, is a false balance is abomination to him. So that translates very well as us being spiritual prisoners, right? To Yahushua. Well, the twofold is going to be the other side of it is going to be physical. Just how you have spirit, you got so like just how you have spirit, you have carnal. You know, it's true. I got another one real quick. Since I say that real quick, then we get back to it, Lord willing. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. It says, be not righteous overmuch, neither make thyself overwise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? You see, so because when you're being righteous, you're being in the spirit. But listen, so he said you could do that too much. So you could be in the spirit too much, you see. But anyway, verse 17, be not, and don't take that the wrong way. Please don't. If you don't understand, elaborate later on that. You know, but be not overmuch wicked. You see, so it's telling you have to pretty much. I'm just getting this to show you got to use the spirit and the flesh. You see, be not overmuch wicked. What is that pointing to? That's pointing to the flesh. neither be thou foolish. So that's why I said don't, dang, I could be, yeah, I'm too much in the spirit right now. I ain't reading today. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be. I ain't saying it like that, but you can be too much in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You could be too much in the flesh. It got to be balanced, man. You see? So you can't get good from the Most High and not get bad. You can't only be a spiritual prisoner and not be possibly subjected to, well, I'll just say subjected to being a physical prisoner. You see? Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? You see? Now going back to Revelation 2 and 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. You see? And because why? He said through much tribulation, we're going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's the same way Yahushua took. You see? And he had to actually die. You know? So that's why I put internment camps, which we're going to get to. And I got another article. But anyway, and ye shall be tried. That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation. There go that tribulation. What is tribulation? That's going to that pressure. Look, pressing. That's when the pressure gonna get tough, man. They're gonna try to crush you. Crunch time. You see? Because when you put if you put a peanut inside the little thing you twirl and it presses it together, that's pressure. You like the peanut, you like the walnut, somebody trying to get open, man. They trying to crack, they're going to try to crack you, man. If you get delivered up, they're going to try to crack you. The Lord is putting you in that situation to see if you're truly gold, man. You see? And ye shall have tribulation. 10 days, that's just a duration of time. Be thou faithful unto death like Job, and I will give thee a crown of life. You see that? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and play this video real quick so we can move on. All right. Let me, I don't know what. All right, wait me 1 second. One second, bear with me. So yeah, you got some of the pictures right here. To that load, we're gonna get some pictures real quick. Shut my internet off. It's locked. I don't know what's going on. Come on, man. This ain't tripping now. Satan. Satan, man. So as you can see, here go the images right here. That's a chair. Look, they're gonna put you in a damn tractor, man. Will you be delivered up? You know? And we're gonna go into how that could possibly happen real quick. What's that? They say police arrest 6 men on suspension of kidnapping and hostage taking in connection to the underground prison. They were ordered held for 90 days as investigations continue. Authorities also confiscated 52 pounds of drug MDA. But see, the government is behind all these things. Police clothing. Look, what are they doing with police clothing? stolen vehicles and weapons. They just told on themselves, man. The Lord said he was gonna shoot at them, and it's gonna make their tongue fall upon themselves. So this is their stuff, man. We're looking at these people. Pretty much, it's something. It's one of the rules that Esau so-called abides by, and that's the art of war. And that's you have to let. It's just like how they like you watch these nuclear arm races, the races to arms or whatever, like who can get their military right before they bomb each other. That's why they come to agreements like, yo, you can't use that because such and such. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta agree because they work hand in hand. So it's like I forget how it goes, how to say it. It's like a hidden what is it? A hidden law. It's like a rule of pretty much. It's, I don't know, I forget which is in the art of war. It's called the art of war, Susan, the art of war, and that's one of Esau's damn doctrines, man. You know, so they have to let us know. Like, yo, we finna come get y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be deceitful with it, but that's just a rule of war, if you will, you know? So it says the messages referred to the warehouses as treatment rooms and the EBI, a top security Dutch prison authority said. So they was being deceitful with it. But who come on, man. Esau's behind all that. You know? You see if I can get this pulled back up, man. Cause I want to show this video. I have a couple other things too. I'm going to that. And we're going to move on to the next segment if I can get this pulled up, man. Come on. Let me do this. This is crazy. Let's see. That ain't it. Man, this is nuts. Salaki, I'm just have to. Come on, man. Gotta do it, man. Satan plan, man. Damn, everybody leaving. Well, we're back. And that's what the Lord said to be, man. This ain't for the faint-hearted, man. You know, you want the information, you're going to sit for it. You're going to sup for it, man. Period. Don't give a damn. All right, so we're going to play this video. Now, if you notice, it's an eagle on this door. Look at that. That's an eagle, man. If I'm not mistaken. And it looked like it say America. It say AM something shipping. Oh wow. It say SHIPP. Yeah, that's shipping. Wow. Wow. Yeah, say America. These boys crazy. They said Dutch Town. So they literally, wow, man. Wow. This literally says America on it, man. So they caught red-handed. Man. Wow. So this is not a game, man. You know, it's not a game at all. This is damn. Psalms. This is Psalms 64. And I'm starting at 8. It says, so they shall make their own. I'm gonna start at 7. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall shoot at them. Matter of fact, man, let me start at 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. David was a prophet. Hear my voice, O power. In my prayer, preserve me, Slaki, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Let's get that word, insurrection. Scheming. A tumultuous crowd. See, that's the FEMA troopers. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come in real quick. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear from the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, from the west. You see, from where's the west? Where are we at? This the western hemisphere, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Because that's when the day hit, right? And that's when the so-called white man is finished. But right before that hits, it's like when the vampire, right before the sun comes up, he go crazy. He throughout the movie, he cool, he's collected, he's the count. But right before that sun hit, his hair, his damn hair, it becomes ungelled. You know what I'm saying? Everything started getting the best of him, man, because he knows his time is up. But so it says, so shall they fear the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. The spirit of the Lord, there go that enemy, a tumultuous crowd, shall come in like a flood. Yahushua talked about this. The spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. You know? So it's a flood that's promised to come in. Guess what? This is also in the New Testament. Yahushua said this. This is Matthew 7:24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. Because the Lord said, watch and declare these things and write it plain, man. You see? And the rain descended and the floods came. You see? That's it. It was already, it's promised to happen. What is floods, man? Came. Now listen. And the winds blew and beat upon that house. You see? That house is likened unto you. That's you. They're going to try you, man. You're going to have these goddamn FEMA camp troopers, these so-called storm troopers. They're going to come through and they're going to be rounding everybody up, man. They show you that in the movie A Handmaid's Tale. They're gonna round people up, man. Esau gonna come like how the pack of goats travel, like how herds travel. That's how it's gonna look, right? To do what? To deliver you up, man. To deliver you up into these damn detention centers and camps and all that, man. And then eventually do what? And beat upon that house. And it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. You see, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man who built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended. You know, rains of bullets, man. The floods came. That's them niggas coming with them M16s, man. That's how they came, and they probably put that together. Let's go ahead and put this out. Let them know that this type of stuff is out here. We're getting ready to come for them. It says, and the winds blew and beat upon that house. You see, upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. A lot of men gonna get their asses rounded up, and you're gonna crack. Because you're not close to the Lord. A lot of women gonna get their asses rounded up, and they're gonna crack. Your children too. You know? So I'm going to go ahead and run through these articles so we can close this out. I don't even want to keep this going too much longer, but it is what it is, man. You know? So starting back up here now, it says, Psalm 64:2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. They plotting on this right now, man. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You see? Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows. Even bitter words. You see? What do arrows sometimes shoot? Tranquilizers to rock people to sleep, put animals to sleep. So when they shoot out these words and tell you, yo, we just want to take you to the hospital, and man, that's a detention camp, man. That's an internment camp, man. And they get all this is going on, right? They built is already set up, and they furthering it right now against you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man, because you are the Israelites. Psalms 82, and we're going to start at Salaki 83. A song or psalm of Asaph, starting at 1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. When you're crafty, it's guile in that, man. What is crafty counsel? They make it look like it's a regular debate election, but really it's a covering for the actual oligarchy council that's going on backstage, and they plotting or somewhere in the damn depths of the woods or in a bunker somewhere plotting on how the hell they finna come get Jake. You see, to be subtle, to be shrewd, take crafty counsel, be prudent. What does shrewd mean? You know, because you got to understand what the hell, how to use this information. It ain't we just bring it out. You just see it, man. Yeah, they got there, they got this. Man, we got to see how they plotting. It says having or showing sharp powers of judgment, piercingly cold. You know, if we come here right at this time, they'll already be gone, and we'll be able to get them soon as he walks up, and they'll say some shit like we won't even give the guy a chance to touch the doorknob. You see what I'm saying? That's piercingly cold. Or matter of fact, we'll let him knock on the door and let his kids hear him, or let our kids hear her, you know what I'm saying? Or however it may go. You know what I'm saying? And it's daddy, it's mommy, etc., right? And we grab them right then and there. That's the type of shit Esau, man. That's what they plotting on right now, man. Believe it or not. Man. You know? Look, be cunning. So we know this talking about Esau. That's what it just says. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who is the Most High's people? You know what I'm saying? Who is the Most High's people? Because we got to go into it, man. That's what this is for. While they plotting, we plotting. We're reading. You see? Psalm 78 and 71. From following, look, there go David. He chose David, also his servant, and took him from the sheepfolds. The sheepfolds is the rest of the Israelites, right? Because David is an Israelite. From following the ewes great with young. He brought him to feed Jacob, his people. You see? So the Lord's people is the Israelites, man. And Israel, his inheritance. You see? And then I'll get one more just to back it up. This is Chronicles 8. I'm going to start at 14. Matter of fact, 1 Kings 8 and 14. It says, and the king turned. Who is the king? Is talking about Solomon, right? Turned his face about and blessed all the congregation of Israel. And all the congregation of Israel stood. And he said, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, God of Israel. You see? Which spake with his mouth unto David, my father, and hath with his hand fulfilled it, saying, since the day that I brought forth my people Israel. You see that? Out of Egypt. So the Lord's people is Israel. I chose no city out of all the tribes of Israel to build an house that my name might be therein, but I chose David to be over my people, Israel. You see? So this is 100% talking about a plot against the Israelites. And they had to cover up who the Israelites were, because if they had so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians actually named as the Israelites, this is an open playbook for exactly what's going to happen, and we'll be able to outright stop it, right? As a whole. So the Lord allowed Esau to put the bywords on us because we broke the covenant anyway, and that was one of the curses. You see what I'm saying? To where all the prophecies he already had forewritten to happen was going to come to pass, and it was not only one of the prophecies being the remnant was going to return, right? Meaning the Esau wasn't going to continue to fool all the Israelites with that you black, you Mexican, you Hispanic, you Native American crap. You see, they were going to be the ones to wake up, and then since we know that's not who we truly are, we're the Israelites. When we read this, see, Esau open book, his whole world, and that's why they keep taking our videos down, man. That's why they're going to deliver us. That's why they're going to deliver you up, man. Whoever it may be. You see, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted. Look, consulted, man. They actually sit down and go into this to advise, consult, give counsel, propose, devise, plan. The movies is already put together. They already gave you Israelites fair warning, man. And you already got the scriptures. You see? They're just playing their role in the movie. Now you got to do yours. And that's either truly build a relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, knowing you're Israelite now, and get delivered, which we're gonna get that segment and close this out. You know? Or your ass you're gonna get delivered up. You're going to get killed, or you're going to deny the Lord, and you still going to get killed. You see what I'm saying? You're going to turn on the brotherhood. You're going to turn on the nation. You're going to say you wasn't preaching. Peter did it. What makes you think you won't? You ain't got no real connection with the Father, do you? So that's what this is for, because you already seeing why you want to have one. This is what this is for. This is why we watching. You watching to see how much time you got left to get your shit together, man. They already got these things set up. It's been written. It's going to happen. There's nothing you can do but prepare. You see? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Who is the hidden ones? You Israelites, man. We're going to really get these so-called blacks. The Israelites are being hid underneath those proverbs and bywords because they really fulfilling prophecy, right? They're targeting their enemy. Right? And that's the Israelites, man. Code name blacks and brown people, man. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, all these nations getting together on it. Look, and we're gonna prove it. It says, and the Ishmaelites, look, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, Ammon, So that's so-called white people. That's the Arabs, fake Jews. That's the Chinese people. You got Ham in on it. And Amalek, the Philistines, more Hamites. Amalek being the fake Jews with the inhabitants of Tyre, more Hamites. Assur, I believe Assur is the goddamn, it's Assur and Asher. The, damn, can't even think off the top of my head. I'll get it in 1 second and I'll continue. But anyway, it says Assur also is Slakia also is joined with them. They have Hopin, the children of Lot. You see? They have Hopin, the children. Who is the children of Lot? Moab and Ammon. You see that? Moab and Ammon. So-called Chinese people and Japanese people. Why do you think the so-called Chinese people and Japanese people are so important in the creations on the earth right now, man? Since everything's comes from China, man. Everything. And I got a scripture to prove their importance in the Lord's movie, man. Because that's exactly what this is. This thing is about to go down, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Psalm 60 and 11. No, it's 8. Moab is mine. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 7. Gilead is mine. Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of mine head. Ephraim is talking about the northern kingdom. Judah is my lawgiver. You see what I'm saying? Judah is the southern kingdom. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. You see, Moab is my washpot. So the Lord uses Moab as a tool. With a washpot, you can cook and clean with it, man. You can outright cook and clean with it. It's a big ancient pot. It says, over Edom will I cast out my shoe. You see? So he uses Moab, the so-called Chinese, very heavily in this movie. You know? And that's in fact what this is. This is Psalms 90 and 9. It says, for all our days are passed away in thy wrath. Right? Because until Esau's world's ends, we're going to be cursed. From the point it started, from the point until the point it ends, we basically been effed. That's why it's through much tribulation we're going to get the kingdom, because the kingdom, for all of that, the kingdom is going to be unfathomable. You see? For all of this, for all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. Esau narrating your life, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures, it's just a movie, man. Now, going back to my point, and I'm going to go ahead and go to the next article, because remember how I just said that what's it called is a major part in this. Moab, man. All these people they done got together to make this plan happen. Trust and believe, they're coming, man. They're getting ready to come. Because we're gonna go back into that, Lord willing, sometime this week. We can go back into that the debate. Because Joe Biden said a dark winter is coming, man. That's that gross darkness we've been talking about. Man, let me just go to it. Salaki. This is Psalms 64 and 7. Then we're going to go ahead and go back to it. You know, this is all about the spirit, man. You ain't got nothing. Hey, you don't got nothing else, man. It says, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall shoot at them with an arrow, you see? Because they trying so hard. Suddenly shall they be wounded, right? They plotting, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, you see? To where we see, they talking about this is this place in Dutchtown. Most people probably think of Europe, but we just looked up Dutchtown, and there's like 7 places in the United States, different states at that, right? On the, the NHRP, National Historical Reserve Preservations, man. I believe it was. You know what I'm saying? But so shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So since you getting put on game, you're going to be able to escape. That's why he said, arise ye and depart, man. For this is not your rest. It is sore and polluted. It shall surely destroy you with a sure destruction. You thinking America's for you. So since you seeing these articles come out, you would think you have some damn sense, and you will get on the ball, man. Act like the world is ending. You know what I'm saying? Act like you finding out the scoop. Because the Lord is definitely giving you the scoop. I'm going to finish this article and we're going to get the next one I got. Very heavy. You know, it says the operation uncovered 7 shipping containers converted into prison cells and torture chambers, a warehouse raid and Wool's Plantage, a village close to the southern border with Belgium on June 22nd. Well, that's bullcrap because we just seen on the damn what's it called? It said America, man. You see? So that even if it was in the Belgium, they come in here with those, man. So they gonna have like little stations, damn prison stations. They just gonna have tractors put up next to buildings where they're gonna have Israelites going in, forcing them to take the chip, telling you to denounce the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because you're seen as a terrorist. They probably just hate you for a certain video you said. Or, you know what I'm saying? And it's all ordained by the Father for him to try you, to see if you really deserve to make it out of here. Because he can have you crack and fold, and they leave you alive. And just for you to fucking stay here long enough to eat the nukes. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it says video released by the police show heavily armed officers blasting open a door at the warehouse, then opening the containers by one on their own cells. Because it ain't Jake that own those things. Those Edomites, man. Edomites exposing Edomites. You know what I'm saying? So it's all folly, man. Six of the containers were intended as cells in which people could be tied up, and one container was intended as a torture chamber, said Andy Craig, head of the police National Investigation Service. It says inside the containers were possible torture devices, including hedge cutters, scalpels, and pliers. Go watch the conspiracy theory. Go watch Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson. It says there were also handcuffs attached to the ceilings and floors of the chairs, which could be monitored remotely on a video feed. You see, is he cracking yet? She's cracking yet? It says police have been tipped off to the secret chambers by messages on the encrypted app EncroChat that contain photos of a dentist chair with belts attached to the arm and foot support. Who is this for, man? Because they already got rid of Saddam Hussein. They already got rid of Osama bin Laden. They already got rid of Gaddafi, man. Minister Farrakhan works with them. So Umar Johnson not hitting on nothing. So who is this for? So-called white people rule the world. So who is this for? So-called white people is not waiting for Yahweh Shah to come back, man. So who is this for? Let's really number it down. And you so-called celebrities, you still hate it. So this is for Jake, man. This is not for anybody else. And it's for those that don't want to accept the new world order. You can't put somebody else in that chair. That's for how could this be for the so-called Chinese man? How could this be for the so-called Chinese man? Moving on to the next article. How could this be for the so-called Chinese man when China, Moab, right, being Moab, is working with Esau, being aka Edom, being the so-called white people of today? How could that be for a Chinese man? They say China has built 380 internment camps. What is an internment camp? What does the word internment mean? Internment, Salakia. Internment camps. Let's get internment. You know? Internment, it says the state of being confined as a prisoner. So they got them death camps. So I don't think no more bike really fits the bill to be in that chair. China make everything. It says especially for, look, the state of being confined as a prisoner. Then how should I say who was prisoners? We was going to be cast in prison. Especially for political or military reasons. Let's get the word. And you know what's so funny about it? The military going to try to fight with Yahushua and the angels. And we're sitting up here telling people, yo, Yahushua and the angels about to come destroy y'all. And y'all going to try to fight with them. So we're basically a part of Yahushua's military. Which we are. You see, for that's a military purpose for your ass to be rounded up and put in there, man. So act like you know what's going on from this point on. That's what we must do. By the spirit and grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. You're easy. It says political relating to the government or the public affairs of a country. You see that? And what's the we telling you the affairs, man. We're gonna go into the good part after this. Cause this is for Jakes who don't know what the hell's, you know what I'm saying? We gotta just speak it, we gotta teach the whole role, man. The affair, it says an event or sequence of events of a specified kind or that has previously been referred to, which is what? Jacob's trouble, America being destroyed, people being rounded up, floods coming in. Floods is actually synonymous with men because men and nations are in the scriptures said to be waters, man. So if a flood of water come in, and I just told you, according to the scriptures, that water means people. That's talking about a bunch of people coming in, kicking it off. Revelation 17, we're going to start at 5. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 1. It says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. You see? Now when you jump down to the 15th verse, it tell you straight up. It says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. You see that? So there you go, man. Now, let's get a little bit of this article real quick. So it says an internment camp is for people that's being locked up or held in prison due to political or military purposes. You see? You know? Now, they've been building these things for a minute, man. See that? It's just been evolving over time. All right. Construction has continued despite Beijing's claim its re-education system is winding down. What is that? Re-education system. Let's keep going. China has built nearly 400 internment camps in Xinjiang. So this is Moab, man. Then the Lord said Moab is his wash pot. They can send you to China, man. They can round you up and send you to China. You know, or they can take the layout that China is using and apply here because they give their power to America. They give their power to America, man. That's what China does. They want to be just like the so-called white man, but they're going to end up turning on the so-called white man eventually. You know, we're going to come back to that 17 and 6. This is Revelation 17 and 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest, because it's talking about the beast, man. You know? A conglomerate, if you will. That's what the beast just simply is. It's a conglomerate, right? A confederacy of those that hate the Lord and the hidden ones. The elect, the hopeful elect, right? The true Israelites. They even hate the 2/3. It says, Revelation 17 and 12. Lord willing, we not the 2/3. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. You see? Now when you what is look, either his he either possesses, look, so physical and mental power, the ability or strength, which one is endued. So they're the way they're able to think about come up with technology, they'll give those plans and blueprints to the so-called white man. You see? You can't make this up, man. It's just too clear. You know? All their resources. You see the power of rule or government, the power of him whose will and commands must be submitted by others and obeyed, man. You see? So let's go ahead and go back. I'm gonna get these last scriptures and get this last article too. Okay, so it says China has nearly built 400 internment camps in Xinjiang, and can't even pronounce that. It says region with construction on dozens continuing over the last 2 years. So they've been doing this for the last 2 years for some reason. And then 2 years later, well, fast forward 2 years now, you got COVID. And it also said that we just found out that China has been said to created this GMO fucking goddamn, this damn genetically modified virus in China. Because the Lord is using Moab to bring destruction. That's why America, and it's so funny because America gets everything from China. Everything Jake loves that has destroyed our people, you look on the back of it, it's from China. You see that? Jake killing each other over shoes that was made in China. For $15, Esau flip them to Jake for $200. Jake blow each other brains out over them. From China. You see that? So now China is putting together internment camps. It says, even as Chinese authorities, there go that authorities word, said their re-education system was winding down, an Australian think tank has found. You see, those think tanks, that's what we just read in Psalms 83, man. And this going to be probably something you probably have to go back and watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to go back over this because this is real, man. You know? And we just it's just the truth. You got to talk about all of it. It's all in the scriptures. It says a body of experts providing advice and ideas on specific political or economic problems, man. You cannot make this up, man. You cannot make this up. This is literally what Psalms 83 says, man. Political, relating to the government or the public affairs of a country, relating to the ideas or strategies of a particular party or group. And what's that particular party, man? Those that hate Jake. You see? Let me go back real quick, man. Think tank. It said they advise one another, man. What does Australia got to do with this? More Edomites. Didn't it say Edom? Think tank. A body of experts providing advice and ideas on specific political or economic problems, man. You know? This is Psalms back in the 83rd chapter. And we're going to start at verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. They hate Israel, man. They have consulted together. What does consulting mean? To consult. The word right there is ya'ites. Ya'ites. It says to advise. Look, to advise. Give counsel. Purpose. Devise plan. You see? And that's exactly what the hell a think tank is, man. A body of experts providing advice and ideas on specific. Look, that's very specific. They're getting together to say, everything we need to do is cut these people off from being, we don't even want the Israelites to be remembered no more. And that's everything they have done, from the postering of Caesar Borgia as the representation of what we read in the scriptures to be so-called Jesus Christ, but Yahushua, man, our Lord and Savior, man. The top Israelite, man. These people had us thinking we was black, brown, damn crayons, all this type of stuff through these think tanks, man. And that's just not in Psalms 83. It tell you that in Psalms too. It says, for they have consulted together with one consent. So that's what the beast is still doing. It said these together have one mind. It tell you that right here. The Lord is giving us the whole playbook. So if you get got, that's on you. You know? That's just what he wanted for you. You know? Look, these have one mind. You see that? Revelation 17 and 13. These have one mind. All these people are getting together. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, because the kingdom is the Edomite kingdom, man. Comes down to Jacob and Esau, man. Everybody else is just extras in the movie. It says as yet, you know, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength until the beast. And the Lord wants that. And then they're going to end up fighting with Yahushua. Look, because it says you're going to be locked up possibly for being a prisoner. I mean, as a prisoner, it said for political or military purpose. The next verse says, these shall make war with the Lamb. If they make war, aren't we the body of the Lamb? You see? Then we just go over the other night. You got different types of wars, spiritual, but then we just run over the night. There's the false balance is not had with the Lord. So if everything started off spiritual. It's a spiritual war. So the purge is really coming, man. The civil wars is really coming. The race wars are really coming. And then what does that cause, man? That causes state of emergency to be declared and martial law to be hit, man. And then habeas corpus. That's lockdown on everything. That's when these FEMA camps you're gonna see get opened up, man. And I said I was gonna pull this damn this what's it called out too, man. Let me see, man. To show you how real this shit is, man. This is not no game. These have one mind and shall give their Salaki. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. You see that? The elect gonna overcome, because that represents the elect as well, man. Those that's gonna make it out. For he is the Lord, and this ultimately don't fight with Yahushua. That's obviously what this is initially talking about. For he is the Lord, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called faithful and chosen and Salakia. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. So that's talking about the elect, man. So we gonna war with these people, and they're not gonna fucking win, man. It's already written. But some men gonna have to die, man, because that's what's written. Some of you gonna have to die. You know? So this is real. Let me go ahead and finish these articles so we can get these scriptures and close this out. You know? While sitting around playing, this is real life. This is it, man. This is it. They setting everything up, man. We don't know how close we are. Shit can go down next tomorrow, next week. You just don't know. You don't know, man. You don't know. They've been inciting all these riots, putting all these movies out. He said there's gonna be seditions among men. The election is next week, I believe, man. This shit finna go down. If a fight, listen, if these people lose their shit, they can call martial law. There you go. It can go down like that. You just don't know. They muted how they mute me, and I don't even got it on mute. This crazy muted me, man. They muted me. It's not on mute. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just drop a con. You drop a con. They muted it and it wasn't even muted. Drop the con in the chat. I don't. Come on, man. Damn, man. Oh, Salaki. My bad. See, it usually pop up. See, they playing with this, man. Brothers posting. Con. Alright. Now, so yeah, man. Satan just threw me off. But it says, yeah, so that's what that's likened unto. The temptation. He says he's gonna keep us from the temptation, from re-educating yourself. We're already solid in our beliefs and the way of in the way to go, man. And that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Now, Lord willing, He keeps us, man. You know, Lord willing, He keeps us. And I think that's it. It says that is over 100 more than previous investigations have uncovered, and the researchers believe they have now identified most of the detention centers in the region. The evidence in this database shows that that despite the Chinese officials, see, Esau don't think we know that him and Moab is linked up. Like they stupid like that. It says claims about detainees graduating from the camps. It says how you graduate from a camp. So if you go on and you adhere to what they want you to do, when they trying to extinguish you, when they trying to stifle you. Remember, stifle means to extinguish, man. In the definition I grabbed, and then was before that by the Spirit. This is what I was trying to get real quick. Stifle, above stifle in the American Heritage Dictionary is stubborn. I mean stiff-necked, and it says stubborn and arrogant, aloof. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's so crazy? Underneath stifle is stigma. And it says an association of disgrace or public disapproval. It says stain. It says marks or sores corresponding to the crucifixion wounds of Yahushua. It says the apex of a flower pistil. Man, this is nuts, man. Wow. You know? So we're gonna have it's a stigma that's gonna get you put, and that's that defamation, right? Defaming. That's gonna get the Israelites put certain. That's already preordained by the Father, but it's gonna get certain men, women, children put in camps, man. Put in these camps, and they're gonna try to re-educate you. They show you that on a conspiracy theory. You know, they show you that on the movie with Samuel L. Jackson. Unthinkable. They muting me. Can't hear me now? Just dropping on here. All right, Con. See, it's supposed to pop up. Anyway, so yeah, it says often these sites were freshly built detention centers. A daytime image is given a clear picture of construction. So they got these things everywhere in China, man. And it's funny because men is in China teaching now. Many are also near industrial parks. So Esau can have you by factories. Because he's working with he's working with a lot of those old shut down factories gonna be camps, man, detention centers, prisons. That's the time we coming into. You don't take the vaccine, they can send you to a prison. You don't take the chip, that's the time of temptation. Right? They're gonna have to re-educate you on what it means to be a citizen. And you're like, nah, I don't want to. I'm not doing it. I'm with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, and that's when the torture starts. You know, they could torture you. They all of this, man. You know, this is already being reported. Many brothers are going into it, man. It says many are also near industrial parks. There have been widespread reports that inmates at some internment camps have been used as a forced labor. Look how far this go, man. It says camps are also often co-located with factory complexes, which can suggest the nature of a facility. See, camps are often co-located with factory complexes, which can suggest the nature of the facility and highlight the direct pipeline between arbitrary detention and executing and forced labor. So they're basically saying how it looks. You could tell what's going on in there, man. But it ain't for you to do work. That's not what this is about. This is for you to be killed, deny Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, denounce Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, your heritage, your faith, your bloodline, your race, and take that chip, man. It says arbitrary, based on a random choice or personal whim rather than any reason or system of power or a ruling body, unrestrained by autocratic and the use of authority. You know? Beijing insists there are no human rights abuses in Xinjiang. Chinese authorities initially denied the existence. Chinese authorities initially denied the existence of internment camps, then later described them as vocational training and re-education programs. So Moab lying like Esau, man. You can't trust these damn so-called Chinese people either. It says that aim to alleviate poverty and counter-terrorism threats. Counter-terrorism threats. Who fits that? Last year, a senior official claimed that most people held in camps had returned to society. However, China has not allowed journalists, human rights groups, or diplomats independent access to the camps. And visitors to the region face heavy surveillance. See, man, these people full of crap, man. Yeah, this and that's pretty much it. I ain't gonna go into all this. You know, I might do a part 2 on this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a part 2 on this. Cause I started this too late anyway. But as you can see, man, it's not no game. You know, this is not a game at all. They probably muted me again. Okay, not Salakia. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2 on this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the quick scriptures real quick. And that's all these groups right here, by the way, because this ain't nothing too heavy. QA, brothers heard of QA. Facebook ban QA. Probably set up. They probably set up anyway. Quantum. So starting today, this was from October. This picture is from this article is from October 6th, and this picture is from October 3rd at a rally in Staten Island. It was during a Trump rally, so they're not with Trump supposedly. It says, starting today, we will remove Facebook pages, groups, and Instagram accounts representing Quantum. The company said in a press release. Now we're going to jump down to the main point because it says something about military. Yeah, so it says the moves comes after the social network announced in August that it would attempt to disrupt the ability of Quantum and other militarized movements to organize on Facebook. So if you're organized, we're literally can be deemed as a military, man. But it already said we are because they're gonna make war against us. You're not gonna go to war against somebody that's not and being a military. If they're not a military, that's war. Just because you don't got all the technology don't mean you're not a military. And that's how they looking at it. You know? So here it is, they saying you're military, and you like, wait, we don't even have guns. Well, that's why you need to learn the meaning of words and read between the lines. That's what we got to do. Because they already plotting on this. It says in other militarized movements to organize on Facebook and Instagram. That's crazy. What military organizes on Facebook and Instagram? You see that? It says the enforcement action led to the removal of 1,500 Quantum pages and groups, though individual accounts tied to the collective delusion remained on the network. Now, that could easily be set up by them, and that could be pretty much the prototype for anybody that's similar to them to fall victim to whatever penalties they want to hit this so-called possibly imaginary group with, because we fit exactly pretty much the frame. We fit within the frame of what they tried to contain. What of how much or whatever much they said that this group could consist of. We kind of fit. We'll fit the frame. Being the Israelites. You see, as of Tuesday, however, Facebook said it will remove any pages and groups and Instagram accounts representing Quantum, even if they had no association with violent content. You see that? You see? Who owns Facebook, man? The government. It says Quantum is a set of outlandish beliefs that first came together in 2017. So something that happens to start in 2017 is a big threat. Because they say, yeah, the camp started in 2017, but they didn't. Y'all just saying that's when they were being built, new ones. You know? On anonymous message board, it was a outgrowth of another conspiracy theory, Pizzagate, which falsely claimed that prominent Democratic politicians were running a child trafficking operation in the basement of a DC pizzeria. So these people, they the devil, man, because they know that's true. It says the pizzeria didn't have a basement. These people was full of shit, man. Esau is a damn devil. He's a goddamn devil. So the Lord told us these people was going to do this, man. You see that? Because these things we speak on. These type of things we talk about, man. So y'all not fooling anybody, man. The mass delusion. These people crazy. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. And them people, these are the type of people that's going to be in these camps too. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah said this was going to go down, man. I'm going to get these scriptures and close this out, man. You know? This is Matthew 10. We're going to start at 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. You see? Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Why? Because these people are already saying if you, they're going to take you down even though you don't have any violent content. You're saying to be militarizing on social media. That's crazy, man. So why the hell we ain't seeing Russia do that? The most we see is Trump with his Twitter fingers, but he's not the military. He's just a damn puppet. But anyway, but beware of men. He said, beware. What did the Lord say? He said, to bring near. Simply touch, to turn the mind to. So we need to pay attention to these mugs. Attend to be attentive, man, to a person or a thing of caring for, providing for, to give attention. So, you know what I'm saying? Just pay attention and watch these mugs. That's what he's saying, man. Give heed, take heed, have regard. Don't just act like they nothing, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up. So you got all type of men. That's people of your own nationality, man. To the councils. Who are the councils? Any assembly, especially of magistrates, judges, ambassadors. You know what I'm saying? They could deliver you up to the chief department, the damn governor, J.B. Prisky. You know what I'm saying? All these different things. Damn Lightfoot. You know what I'm saying? Etc. Wherever you may be. Whether convened to deliberate or pass judgment. And they will scourge you. We already went into scourge. The torturing. Because who's being delivered up? The people that are getting ready to judge the world, man. That's how serious this is, man. And they know this. This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 12. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 1. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to law? Must be calling 911, man. It says before the unjust and not before the saints. Who is the saints, man? We already went into that. The Israelites. Do ye not know that the saints, the elect, those that are still considered saints in the Lord's eyes, shall judge the world? You see, and if the world shall be judged by you, because this is how you know this is talking to Israelites, man. And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matter? You see what I'm saying? So he's just telling you, like, man, listen, we have power, man. We finna have jurisdiction. And that's why they want to get rid of us and shut us up. Because we coming out of the true law. The true Dawah, man. It's the next government, man. This how serious this is. This is why this is political. You can be prisoned for political or military purposes, man. This is not no game you're dealing with, man. You're dealing with nationality. You know, your nationality comes with heritage. Your heritage is what you're entitled to, man. You see what I'm saying? And if you have the Israelite heritage according to the Creator himself, if you have the Israelite nationality, according to the Creator himself, you have a heritage. And if you have that heritage, man, that means everybody belongs to you. Your slaves your Donald Trump is your slave, man. By default, he's not an Israelite. So if you're an Israelite, he's subject to you and his kids and his wife. That's how serious this is, man. And these elite bankers. It's just the truth, man. That's what we fighting for, man. That's why we're prisoners to Yahushua, because we want that, man. But he said we're going to be tried, man. You know? But that's why this is so serious, man. So going back, this is Matthew 16, 10, and I'm going to start at 16 or 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils. Because Jake hear this and they get scared. You talking about you going to put Massa in jail? What was you? A black man finna come and he going to invade? You don't know how it feels from a 2/3 perspective. Like when you're truly like made to be a 2/3. Yeah, it was a time when you first heard and you was on the other side. We all was that person. But it's different when you actually never could come into this, like ever. You don't know how these people think, man. So beware of these people, man. These people have nothing to do with this. And they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake. Because that's what happened in Yahushua, man. He said the servant is not above the master, which we're going to get for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak. Now we're going into the last segment of this, man. Will you deny the Lord, or will you receive that and denounce your nationality and denounce all your works to where they don't even follow behind you? They won't be remembered if you deny the Lord in that day, man. Nothing you did, man. You will be killed and you will be coming back as a baby. Finished. All the talks and desires you had, man, listen, man. You can hang it up. You're finished. You know? So that's why it's a time to be fast and praying, getting close to the Lord, man. So you can have that. He can give you that possible strange salvation, man. That's written about. All men will not be delivered up. All men and women and children will not be delivered up of the Israelite nation, man. All will not be killed. All will not be able to not escape. You know what I'm saying? So it says, but he said when, so it's going to happen. When they deliver you up, if it happens to you, if it's in your lot, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And that's true, because he said in Isaiah 57:19, he created the fruit of the lips, man. The answer of the tongue is from the Lord. I tell you that in Proverbs 16 and I believe 1. You know? Let me get that real quick, man. He'll probably have you say something where you get out of it. You see? The preparations of the heart of man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. You see? Commit thy works unto the Lord, verse 3, and thy thoughts shall be established, man. If you start dealing with the Lord now, you're going to have a solid mind in that day, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's your lot to get delivered up, because you might not even have to see a camp, man, but you just don't know. So this is why you want to be counting everything that's written. It says 2 Timothy 1:7, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, not Jesus Christ, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, have not given us the spirit of fear, because that's who got us going into this, but of power and of love and of a sound mind, man, a sound mind. What is a sound mind, man? You see, self-control. Some people gonna get in that situation. You know how you get real scared, man. Your stomach start balling up, your feet start cringing, you start sweating. You see what I'm saying? Then you got children involved. How shine, man? He took it. You never know. You might have to get put to death for the Lord, man. Because I'm trying to put all this in one. I'll put this in two different parts, man. So I'm going to go ahead and get these last scriptures and close out. So it says, and ye shall be, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, man. So you don't take no thought for what to say. Salaki. But when they deliver you up, take no thought. How? Because you ain't going to have to if you already been dealing with the Lord. He said he going to establish your thoughts if you commit your works to him. They already set up. They already found it. Ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father will speak it in you. You see? And the brother shall deliver up the brother, your own brother, man. Thought was with you, not with you. And the father to the deaf, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. You thought your baby was a believer. Your baby, the Lord can do it like that, man. That's why you want to be real humble, man. Take this serious, man. For real. Everything can just flip in that day. And you be like, oh, man. You know what I'm saying? And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. They hate Yahweh Shai. It already said they planning to fight with him. That's what SpaceX is about, man. You know what I'm saying? NASA is doing. But he that endured to the end, shall be saved. It could just be, you just probably need to endure. He probably got it written to where you're going to only be in a concentration camp for 10 minutes. just to be trying to ask some questions. But if you fold on the 8th minute, you finish. He only has you to be in there for 10. You folded. That could be your end. The end could be you getting put to death. The end could be you walking up to the camp and he breaking you loose. The end could be he sending you an angel. You know what I'm saying? Making the guy shoot himself in his foot or kill himself and you get away. Y'all escape, you and the family, whatever it may be. You could be split up from the family. He can have it to where everybody individually makes it out though and comes back together at the end and get beamed up. The Lord can do these things, man. You know? But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye. So we got to be on the move like pilgrims, man. We got to be ready to move. Shake a move if we need to. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. You see, it is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? Of his household. Fear them not, therefore, for there is none covered that shall not be revealed. You see, that's why we ain't fearing them, because look, the Lord putting us on all their games. The Lord can show us, yo, if you get put in a concentration camp, if you go step right over there, it's a damn underground tunnel that takes you outside. You see what I'm saying? He can work like that, man. Look how he putting us on all their stuff. They telling on themselves. These people are regular flesh just like us. Yeah, they got these weapons they use to kill the flesh. You know what I'm saying? But we got to know that the Lord is, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're the Lord's. If he is, you can't kill the Lord, can you? No. It says, fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known, man. You see what I'm saying? What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light. And what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops, man. So that's what I'm doing, man. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, man. You see what I'm saying? Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? What's a sparrow? It's like a chicken sold for a low piece of money, man, like a penny or something, right? And one of them shall not, and one of them, he said just one, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. So a bird flying, unless the Lord ordains that bird to die and fall out the sky, it will not happen. It's something, and these are the same birds or chickens sold for a penny. He said, but look, that's why he said, but the very hairs of all of your Salaki, but the very hairs of your head are all numbered, man. Fear ye not. Therefore, ye are more. Therefore, fear ye not. Therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows, man. You see what I'm saying? So if the Lord don't want that chicken to be sold, it ain't getting sold, being killed, gutted, and it's not happening, man. If that bird has not been ordained and vetoed to die by the Lord, it's nothing can happen to him. Nothing. That's the confidence and soundness we gotta have, man. You see what I'm saying? So if you get delivered up, you gotta remember this. This is why it's important to constantly study and meditate on these things. Because if you get delivered up and you wasn't studying and meditating on these things, you're gonna fold, man. You know what I'm saying? Verse 32, whosoever, therefore you're going to deny the Lord, you're going to denounce Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Whosoever, therefore, shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. Will you deny the Lord? If you deny him, he's going to deny you of everything, man, that you once had built up for you. Remember that tower? Which of you planning to build a tower not counted the cost first to see if you have enough to finish? This is for you. This is what you signed up for, but guess what? I will have you know, even if you was to leave, this is what you still going to be tried with, man. You still going to have to deal with, because he said that our temptation has come upon the world, man. It's going to come upon the world, to try the world, the whole world, man. So there's nothing you can do to escape this, man. This is what the Father's will is, man. He's the king of terrors. Actually, he's the one who's going to get people tortured. You see what I'm saying? Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So it don't matter if you leave. Well, shit, if I leave, I ain't got to deal with that. That's just for men teaching. If I keep my mouth shut, I ain't got to deal with that. That's just for men who they really want. Man, no. He said it's going to come upon all the world. It don't matter. Men, women, children, you at home, you cooking, it don't matter, man. You see? Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take that crown. Don't let Esau take your crown, man. You that close. Because think about it. If we talking about how all this is going to happen, that means the kingdom is definitely coming. If you see yourself getting rounded up, your kids getting rounded up, that means, damn, them spaceships on, the so-called spaceships on the way. That spiritual power fucking around finna come right now, man. I'm probably finna crack this nigga in his shit, man. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. Yahweh Shai is finna come put these people to death. He said he gonna stump them out like grapes. Esau gonna be eradicated, man. But it's gonna be, he said, be mindful of men, beware of men. Beware of them, man. Don't underestimate your opponent, man. You know what I'm saying? But have that sound mind, man. You know what I'm saying? And pray the Lord, you know what I'm saying? He don't give you that a lot, man. That's all you can do. But if he give it to you, hey, this is why we going. We in the gym right now, man. Fuck you gonna go to sleep for and you hearing this gonna happen. That shit is crazy. You know, but the Lord said, unless the watchman washes in vain, unless the Lord keepeth the house, the man that washes in vain. No matter if you stay up all night or go to sleep. If he vetoed for your ass to get delivered up, that's what's happening. He vetoed up for you to die for him, that's what's gonna happen. He vetoed for you to not get delivered up, get the spiritual power, go straight on the ships, just make Esau look crazy in that day. That's what's gonna happen, man. You know, but ultimately, just know the Lord is, as said. This is Luke 14:27. Got a couple more, and that'll be it. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple, man. You see? For which of you intended to build a tower? You see? You trying to talk about you on a palace in the kingdom. Sit it not down first and count the cost. It's gonna take some sacrifice to build that, man. When you want a bunch of clothes, you got to give up that money you saved up, man. You see what I'm saying? You got to give them over these funds. You got to sacrifice those funds. Give up those funds. So if you want a palace and all this other stuff, man, you gotta give these things up, man. You gotta make a sacrifice. You know? Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. You see, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is your reasonable service. So that's how you get that tower. You see, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You see, we already being re-educated. We ain't getting re-educated. You see? That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see? And that's pretty much that. You know? I got one more, I believe. Matthew 27 and 32. Matthew 27 and 32. You know? Lord willing, this has been edifying, man. Might come back through the part 2, might not. Definitely gonna keep talking about it, so it might come back up. This is Matthew 27 and 32, and as they came, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon, by name of him. Slakia, by name him. Slakia, Simon by name. Him they compelled to bear his cross. What does it mean when you compel somebody, man? To press into public service. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, okay, you right. I want that palace, so I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta see what the Lord wanna do, man. You know? That's what you should be thinking. I want that immortal, because once you get the immortality, can't nobody kill you. You know what I'm saying? If your house shine, look, the Lord already said, man, if the bird ain't ordained to fall out the sky, it ain't falling, man. I don't care they usually sold for naught. I don't care y'all usually the laugh and joke of all America and etc. man, and you all over the news and defamed. If I ain't ordained you to die, ain't nothing happening to you. I don't give a damn if Jacob Rothschild tell them to put you in there. If I ain't ordained you to get rounded up or delivered, you and your family or whoever it may be, ain't nothing happening to you, man. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to remember. Because he created the fruit of the lips. All this stuff just puppet talk, man. The Lord be having these dudes say whatever they going to say, but ultimately, we already know we waiting on whatever his decision is going to be through these people, regardless of what they may say. You know what I'm saying? We just sit back and every moment know he is, man. You know? You know what I'm saying? I got one more because I want to get this. This is when Peter was delivered out of the prison. And then that'll be it. Because an angel can come get you out of that prison. Or you can get the spiritual power, which we might go into, man. Acts 12 and 6. So Peter, verse 5. It says, I'm going to just get this real quick. Acts 12 and 1. Now about that time, Herod, the king, stretched forth his hands to vex certain, because all men don't get, that's not balanced. All Israelites teaching and awakened Israelites cannot get delivered up and die. That's just not going to happen. Whoever a lot of end up being, but it's going to happen to some because that's balanced. So as it said, now about, and the thing that has been is that what shall be. So we know this getting ready to happen again because it already happened. But these were Edomites, the Romans. Who was the church? The Israelites. Right? Gathered in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It says now about, Acts 12 and 1, now about that time, Herod, the king, stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. You see? He had to die. I'm going to do a lesson on martyrs. It says, Lord willing. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter. That was the wicked 2/3. Like, yeah, get him. He ain't with America. You know what I'm saying? It says, and because he saw it pleased the Jews, thus showing he's an Edomite, he proceeded forth to take Peter. Even though stuff done came up, but Herod's an Edomite. But anyway, it says he proceeded forth further to take Peter. Also, then were the days of unleavened bread. So this happened during the Passover, which is super spiritual. And when he had apprehended him, so he got Peter. That was Yahushua's favorite disciple. It says he put him in prison. So Peter got delivered up, man. So, and look, and then I tell you right there, it says, and because he saw it pleased the Jews. So these niggas was snitching on Jake, man. Jake was snitching on Jake. And then it's going to be men that fold on other men in the truth and get other men of the truth rounded up. Because these were Jews that were supposedly in the law. They didn't believe in Yahushua. They didn't believe in Yahushua because they didn't think he was Yahushua. So they didn't believe in Yahushua, period, man. But these dudes who thought they was in it, thought they knew what was going on. Just like now, man, you got a lot of these people in the truth right now, man. A lot of these Jakes in the truth right now. Lord willing, we not none of them. It says, and when he had apprehended, so that's why he said, beware of men, all men of your own nationality as well. And when he had apprehended him, because they going to deliver your ass up too. They'll get you delivered up. Mother, brother, father, all of them, man. You know, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him attendant after Easter, Passover, to bring him forth to the people. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto Yahweh for him. And when he heard, and when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands. So the angels, they men, big, strong, you know what I'm saying? You hit him on, you like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Man, bro. You know? And the angel said unto him, gird thyself and bind thy sandals. And so he did. And he said unto him, cast thy garment about thee and follow me. And he went out and followed him. So you gotta stay faithful, man. It says, you praise. You don't even have to get in that situation. But look what we got written, man. It says, and when he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. So Peter thought he was tripping or dreaming. You see? And he made it out. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. You see what I'm saying? Nah, the Lord got that power to really do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell you that in Psalms, the 91st chapter. And I'll say this one. I was going to bring out the 2nd Maccabees, but we'll save it. I'll just use it for martyr. And I will get this one, and this will be it. This is 2nd Ezra 9. Because we ain't worried about nothing. We just have to go into this because this showing you how everything the Lord said was true, and it's going to come to pass, man. You know? So this 2nd Ezra 9 and 1 I'm going to start with. It says, he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Ain't nobody else doing it. It says, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's how he going to do it through these concentration camps. And real quick, this is Psalm 63, because Yahweh about to torture these people. You know what I'm saying? He doing this, man. This is a good one too. Psalms 44, 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord, hey man, all we gotta do is believe in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? What is that? I'm trying to think of the scripture. The Lord is terrible, man. Let me get my sword. That's how I'm gonna get the 2nd Ezra, and that's gonna be it. You'd be a fucking fool to rush off here, man. You know? Excuse my language, but that's just the truth. Reading this is gonna happen. You know? If you end up in that camp, you're gonna wish you was back on that live that night. You know what I'm saying? I can't think. 47 and 2. And I'm gonna get this one. This is Psalms 47 and 2. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. You know? So it's the Lord that's gonna do this, man. It ain't gonna be Esau. Don't get confused. Come and see the works of Yahweh Shema Shah. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. And I want to get this one last one real quick. Be not a terror. I believe Jeremiah said this. They full of crap. Salaki, give me 1 second. Not a terror. Yep, Jeremiah 17 and 17. Be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Let them be confounded that persecute me. Because the Lord is behind all of it all, man. So that's why Jeremiah understood. He like, be not a terror unto me. The Lord is terrible, man. Look, destruction, ruin, terror, breaking, dismay. You know? Let them be confounded. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be understanding and doing right now, man. You know, knowing that the Lord is, he does this, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I said I was gonna get one more on that, but I'm pretty much done. You know what I'm saying? See now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill. Always remember that. They can't kill you, man. And I make alive. You see? The Lord can kill you and bring your ass back. You see what I'm saying? It says he said, I wound. The Lord can have them shoot you. He did that. He does that, man. Period. If he don't want to shoot you, he not, man. But if he does, you should immediately think about him. Like, the Lord just shot me. You see, I wound. Yahweh Shema Shah just shot me. I wound. He stab you, cut your baby, shoot your baby. You see what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. Your woman, you know, parents, whatever it is. Because everybody in this different reasons. You know, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. You see, as he give you to Esau, he gave you to Esau because that's his hand. Men are his hand, remember? So that, remember, all you got to do is just hope the Lord does not be a terror unto us. That's it, man. We straight. So I'm going to go ahead and get this and close out. So it's going to happen, man. It says, verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. So you prove your faith by your works, shall be preserved from the said perils. He already said, man, getting delivered up, but you can be preserved. You know what I'm saying? To not die or to not even go. And shall see my salvation. You see what I'm saying? He bring the angels. He bring the angels ultimately to bring you up. Yahweh Shai, Micah, Allah, all the angels. Beam you up, he can give you the spiritual power to hold you down to then. It says, and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. See, everything already ordained was going to happen. You know, then shall they be in pitiful case which have now abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despisefully shall dwell in torments. That's really shit. That's shit for the 2/3. It's not for the elect. It's just for the elect as a witness, man. It's not to harm you. The Lord, they can do torture you. You probably don't even feel anything. Let me read it again. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which have now abused my ways. We in the gym, getting the ball up, seeing what this is about, getting the spirit. We hitting the spiritual weights right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you went with me shooting in the gym. That's how pretty much what this is saying. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which have now abused my ways. But you want some money. You want a check when you get rich. No. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, you see, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it. Them same people must know it after death by pain. So those torture devices and all those camps is for the 2/3, man. These rich ball players and all these niggas that the nigga that walked past that one day and was like, he's like, I see you there. He's like, I ain't fucking with him. You ever heard of the Israelites? I heard of Christians. No, the Israelites. I ain't fucking with it. All right, you gonna die. I see you there too, bro. No, I'ma live. You gonna die. I'ma live. You gonna die. You know? It says, therefore, Salakia, verse 13. This is the point we close out on this, Lord willing. And therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when. So that ain't for us. We just showing you the prophecies that has to come past, and it actually is going to be a part of some hopeful elect members lot, man, as a witness. The Lord can break you out easy, give you spiritual power, send the angels, confound them, whatever it may be, man. You know what I'm saying? Them had you say something, he had you say something, they let you go. You just don't know how to be whole, you know. Those that truly have he said you're going to be able to escape and be preserved by your faith and by your works, man. Your faith is shown by your works. You will be kept from the said perils. So, as he said, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished. And when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. He not getting rid of the elect, man. See what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's a beautiful thing. The power we serve, man, he's definitely balanced, and we don't have nothing to worry about. We need to be focusing and making positive affirmations about this salvation. That's what we want to see, that strange salvation. Lord willing, we're going to go back into that with something else that I do want to go into eventually. So, Lord willing, this has been edifying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, could do all things through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, and the Lord got us. He said, when was the righteous ever cut off? You see? Whoever perished being innocent. See what I'm saying? So you need to repent and pray. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.